Hi again. Just thought I'd just quickly kind of reminisce about what it was like growing up before we had really enriched diversity and inclusion in the UK. I was born in 1966. We'd obviously had already had the degrees of immigration from the Caribbean and Pakistan, India, but not to any real degree. So when I was at primary school, I think there was one ethnic minority. Um, she was mixed race, Indian and English. Her father was in the UN. He was some sort of ambassador or worked within the UN, and had married an Indian woman. His daughter was British. Oh, she had obviously Indian heritage. I was at primary school, and I think, if I remember rightly, out of the 300 odd children in the school, there was maybe two, three ethnic minorities. Went to secondary school. It was a similar situation. Um, you could probably count them on one hand, and every one of them had a Northern English accent because we're part of the community. When you had like Chinese, ethnically Chinese kids, they all spoke with a Northern English accent. Obviously, they spoke their own parents' languages, but they were of the communities. They were part of the kind of the tribe, if you want to describe it as that. And even growing up in the early 80s, you just did not have that level of diversity. And those that were of different ethnicities were still part of the community. Again, they spoke the same accents, had the same culture and history. There wasn't that sort of division in society. Not as it is now, and incredibly marked as it is now. And it's hard to get people to understand how it's changed and to the levels it's changed unless you've lived through it. Even the culture, as a child growing up, culturally there was a distinct English culture. You recognise the differences even between the Welsh, Scotch and the Irish. Every one of us had our own history, our own way of doing things, just some similarities but marked differences. And I grew up liking those differences, and it's a shame they've gone.